How is, lads? Just letting you know now you are being recorded, okay? No bother. No, on best behaviour. Treat us with respect. Okay?
We're a bit late, lads.
We're not actually here to talk to you, we're going into the building.
Right, okay, no bother.
We rang a 999 call there, and now that you're here, I'd like to report a crime, please, guard.
Okay, what's up?
What's up? Well, I'll tell you what the situation is. You're involved here tonight, so you kind of know what's going on. Everybody knows what's going on, right? I've been living in Castle Ross for years. As you all know, I've been exposing corruption for years. I've also been trying to do community projects for years and have court cases brought against me. I've had the council spend 25,000 trying to keep me out of rent or out of council meetings. Right? I've been exposed to situations where land has been valued by staff, council members and whatever else. I wrote a letter to the minister, right, when I was being denied services and I was living in an apartment that wasn't accessible, when I was just completely blind, it wasn't accessible. I have loads of reports there, right? My GP signed a letter saying that it's not safe for him to return, okay? The other night the guards and everything was there because I was trying to recoup some of the money that I paid for hotels to stay in from Louth County Council. The Department of Social Welfare were trying to help us out, but they said it's one government body is responsible and Louth County Council is responsible for providing all this, yeah? I got abused by one of the staff out of Louth County Council and everything followed and all when I was looking for it acknowledged. The guards don't care. The guards don't care when we're talking about corruption. That's the experience. Every night this week, the guards have been leaving till after 5 o'clock, till everything's closed up, and then we have nowhere to go, okay? So that's criminal. To deny somebody their services and to put somebody at risk against the advice of doctors, physiotherapists, hospitals, and whatever else, right? That's to cover up a crime or to teach someone a lesson about speaking up about criminal offences, right? That we've been trying to pass on to the Garda fraud squad and we've been getting prevented by the Garda station in Dundalk. They're giving us this phone number and it's saying contact your local Garda station, right? Very serious land deals. We're talking about 6.2 million the year our hospital closed for a hole in the ground. That's still in a hole in the ground that went to a Labour Fine Gael political dynasty. And Mark spoke up about it. Handwritten valuations. Ask Mick Sheridan, he's seen it. Ask Mick Sheridan, he investigated. He couldn't believe it himself when the DPP says there was no prosecution. And right here we have now, it's not safe for me to go. I'm being charged rent from the council. I'm having to pay out of my own pocket to stay in hotels. On the nights I don't have money, I'm being made use my apartment against the advice of anyone. I can't use the toilet, I can't use the shower. I'm pissing on the street while paying rent to Louth County Council. It's been deemed unsuitable, unsafe. We've been bringing all the letters in and all, and they've just brought me up. The latest thing and all now they're saying is, oh, but you need to fill in a transfer form list. And I have the HSE and everybody with letters from 10 years going, but you hold on a minute. I had John Lawrence last week telling me I don't shower. I'm a prolific child producer, chasing me on a walking frame, telling me to shit and piss in the swimming pool. We don't care about your kids. Do you want to see the thing? And in it, he acknowledged what happened to me, what happened to the transfer to me. So in it, they acknowledged that I paid off the arrears. I kept my part of the agreement. And now all of a sudden, nobody knows about it. But guess what? The HSE do, because they're after digging up letters that proves that what I've been saying all along is true. And meanwhile, we've been getting treated like the criminals by Charlie Armstrong and Jerry Corey and people like that before him. There's 2 guards dead. Both dead doing the job that the armed response unit should have been doing. Would you question that? Would you believe that the armed response unit should have been doing that? And the only response was, we don't have resources. Well, maybe if the boys weren't given 6.2 million to the Malones for a hole in the ground in the bottom of the Pint Road, we might have had a Garda armed support unit that night. Maybe we'd have a hospital. Maybe if they weren't spending 22,000 euro trying to keep me out of public meetings, which they lost in the High Court, maybe then. And no reference to the council. This was the management that did it. The councillors didn't even know they were in court. So this is criminal. And now, after the advice,
we stand under. Seriously, we stand under. We're going to get pissed on here. Pneumonia. No, they can follow us over. We're going to stand under here, Mark. We'll get pneumonia.
I want these people brought back in. I have a big letter for you here now. Like, it's all laid out. This is a letter sent to the minister. Everything I obtained in this, I obtained through the freedom of information. I want this sent on to the Garda fraud squad, and I want to know where I'm being housed and how I'm being fed for this weekend before the ambulance comes.
Right.
Thanks a million, lad.
No, how are you? You didn't know whether you'd want to talk to us through the phone here.
Right.
Very flag, aren't you? This is going to get interesting now.
Right.
What's going to happen? The ambulance is going to arrive and they're not going to take that office before it comes. One of them could have spoke to us and took that letter.
Do an official handover. Hand this over to him right now and say, I'm officially handing you over evidence now in relation to a crime that's been committed across there in the county council. I want you to investigate it.
But all the files is in there anyway.
Go in here for it. We're getting pissed on here. We're really getting pissed
all the files is in there. Like, the social welfare aren't going to lie anyway. They've done no wrong.
Yeah.
But now that file is officially in there, they've been handed a copy of that, they've accepted a copy of that, that's crime. Everything in that is criminal offence, and now they have to take it. That's probably where the guard has been told.
Yes.
And all this because John Norris wants to be a wanker and say the guards don't care.
Oh, shite, I don't think I've hold on. I might have skins here, though. Yes, I do. Fucking rain.
You left us now for the weekend. You're going to go back down the road and the hospital